My name is Israel Putnam, and I am the commander of the American Army.
The Bunker Hill. Can you please tell something in your mind?
So we came on a hot summer day down to Bunker Hill with 1,200 troops trying to capitalize Bunker Hill area. The British had very strong troops and we had significant losses.
Why were you at the bound of the Bunker Hill?
The objective was to surround the city of Boston. We came to Bunker Hill with 1,200 troops and we were forced to finally a retreat against the strong British troops. However, we made a big impact on the strength of the British troops, and despite the retreat we finally had.
I'm here with a person from Valley Forge.
Thanks for having me. I'm George Washington. It's nice to be here.
Okay, so what is Valley Forge about?
So Valley Forge, it was a very tough period for the history of the Continental Army, but I think coming out of it, it just made us stronger. We were down in Pennsylvania, Valley Forge. We were suffering very big losses in starvation. We had a very raw weather. We were suffering diseases, and at one point we thought, if we don't get help right now, we might gonna have to abort the mission. We might gonna have to quit this search for independence.
Okay, thank you.
Even though no battle was fought at Valley Forge, it was a turning point in the Revolutionary War, especially for the Continental Army. They had an encampment in Valley Forge with very raw conditions, with hunger, disease, and despair.
Here with us from Saratoga is John.
Hello, my name is John Burgoyne. Thanks for having me. I'm going to talk a little bit about the battles we had in Saratoga. Actually, it was two battles. We tried to move south, and around 10 miles south of Saratoga, we came into a confrontation with the American troops, and we had big losses. We lost twice as we lost 2 men per every American man that was lost. So we had a tough loss right there.
Okay, so tell me about another battle.
This was the Battle of Bemis Hill, October 7th. We were determined to drive the colonial forces off the field. However, we suffered. We were devastated. The British Army and our allies were devastated. So we had a tough loss. We could not capitalize the situation, and we were forced to retreat.
What is your most
I would say when Benedict Arnold, fighting on his horseback, received a wound on his leg. It was a big sacrifice for a very important battle in the history of our army.
Hi George, we meet again. So tell me about the Battle of Trenton.
So for our part, it was a victory. We previously had a retreat in New Jersey, but this time we came. We had a low morale. 90% of the troops left the army and went home. But now we had a big army coming up, and we ended up having a victory over the British.
Tell me about the Long Island.
Long Island, the Battle of Long Island was a big victory for the British Army. They had an army twice the size and had more, substantially more people from the U.S. colonies killed, and they were able to capture 1,000 people from the Continental Army.
So then tell me about the Trinity pairs.
It was me, John Adams, and John Jay. We went to Paris and we wanted to negotiate with the British in order to find a good solution. We know they had a couple of retreats in the last battles, and we want to claim our state's independence. So we came down there and we managed to find ourselves independent from the British as long as we could, as long as we were respecting the loyalists and we promised to pay the debt that we owe them. So it was summarizing it was a good decision to find a treaty of theirs.